My name is Dr. Maya Thomas Fernandez, and my presentation today is titled A Quantitative Study of Job Satisfaction Among Community College Deans. Here is today's agenda. I will start with a short introduction and bio on myself. We'll go into chapter 1 of my study, which is the introduction, a review of the literature, the methodology, the results and discussion, and then finally the conclusion and finding results. And then I'll also list my references for you. So about myself, I currently live in Dallas, Texas. I am a TEDx Talk presenter in 2022. I am an Aspen Institute Economic Opportunity Fellow. I also completed a fellowship with the Global Citizenship Alliance. I am a board member with the Let Her Rise program. I have over 14 years experience as a healthcare manager, mainly in pediatrics and in urgent care clinics. And I have over 10 years of experience teaching and leading in higher education across the community college, undergraduate, and graduate levels. Currently, I serve as an assistant professor and adjunct at West Cliff University in the College of Business. Chapter 1, the introduction. So the statement of the problem. Job satisfaction is critical in all organizations and is crucial for organizational success. Community colleges are vital to their communities and the key to advancing individual aspirations of students. Scholars define job satisfaction by an individual's level of contentment with his or her job. The purpose of this study includes the intrinsic factors, which include the work itself, achievement, advancement, compensation, co-workers, independence, and working conditions. The extrinsic factors include the work environment and involve authority, company policies and practices, recognition, and responsibility. This study focuses on the job satisfaction of community college deans in one particular North Texas district. The tool used in this study is the Minnesota Satisfaction Questionnaire, or the MSQ. Also, most job satisfaction currently in research on job satisfaction in higher education deals with faculty. There is a lack of research on deans in the community college space, hence the need for this study and the purpose of why I decided to choose this topic. The significance of this study. This study will provide higher education leaders, employers, and human resources administrators an increased knowledge into the motivators of job satisfaction among community college deans. This study will help close two primary knowledge gaps by examining intrinsic and extrinsic factors of job satisfaction and comparing results based on demographics of deans. One of the focuses of this study in particular is female and minority female deans, because I'm a minority female, and I'm happy to say I am now in a dean role after completing this study, which is a dream come true. The primary research questions for this particular study involve: 1, what level of general job satisfaction do community college deans perceive as measured by the MSQ? Question 2, what level of intrinsic job satisfaction do community college deans perceive as measured by the MSQ? Question 3, what level of extrinsic job satisfaction do community college deans perceive as measured by the MSQ? My dissertation also included secondary research questions, which dove in deeper into the significance of minority versus non-minority groups and their levels of satisfaction. And it involved hypotheses testing as well. So existing literature on job satisfaction addresses those of faculty really and university presidents. There's very little research on community colleges, hence the need for more research in this space and area, and why I chose to do this topic. The theoretical framework for the study is based on Frederick Herzberg's two-factor theory of motivation and the work of Hackman and Oldham's job characteristics model. Survey questions resonated with both theories. And the most recent study was conducted conducted by Campbell in 2016 and focused on leadership traits and faculty job satisfaction. Herzberg constructed a two-dimensional paradigm of factors affecting people's attitudes about work. 5 factors in particular that were strong determiners of job satisfaction are achievement, recognition, the work itself, responsibility, and advancement. Satisfiers describe a person's relationship with what they do, which many are related to the tasks being performed. Dissatisfiers have to do with a person's relationship to the context or environment in which he or she performs the job. The research design. This was a quantitative research method and study to measure job satisfaction among different groups of deans, between males and females, and minority and non-minority groups. Descriptive studies can challenge accepted assumptions about the way things are and can provoke action. The goal of using surveys in descriptive research is to get a precise measurement of a certain thing or variable, as described by Pollard. And the study will take place within one North Texas Community College district, which has 7 campuses. Plans for data collection. First, the researcher will receive approval from Concordia University, Texas IRB to conduct the study. Second, the researcher will receive IRB approval from all 7 campuses within the North Texas district. The researcher obtained a list of all deans with their titles and sent all deans letters of intent. SurveyMonkey was utilized to administer the Minnesota Satisfaction Questionnaire to all deans in the district. Plans for data analysis. The participants answered questions on a Likert type scale, and the scale went from very dissatisfied to highly satisfied. A percentile score of 75 or higher represents a high degree of satisfaction, whereas a score of 25 or lower would represent a low level of satisfaction. Scores in the middle percentiles, which are between 26 to 74%, would represent average satisfaction. Chromebox Alpha, ANOVA, and linear multiple regression were used to assess the data. And then the scale was converted to a percentage to equal 100%. So the results in the response rate. The survey yielded a 63.80% response rate, with 67 out of 105 prospective deans completing the anonymous survey. The hope of my study, and initially I was hoping for a 30 to 40% completion rate. I was aiming for 50%. So you'll probably agree with me that I was blown out of my mind when I received a 63.8% completion rate. This also, as you'll see later in the results, yielded more significant results because of the high completion rate. The breakdown is as follows. 37.3% of completers were male, and 61.2% completers were female. And then one respondent declined to reveal their gender, which is fine. Again, it's still a high response rate, which yields greater results. Let's look at Chromebox Alpha. A Chromebox Alpha coefficient was calculated first for the general satisfaction scale. And the items for general satisfaction yielded a Chromebox Alpha coefficient of 0.95. which indicates excellent reliability. General satisfaction included all questions in the MSQ questionnaire. The Chromebox Alpha coefficient was evaluated using the guidelines suggested by George and Mallory, where above a 0.9 is excellent, a greater than 0.8 is good, greater than 0.7 is acceptable, and greater than 0.6 is questionable. So as you can see, all the Chromebox Alpha are greater than 0.9, which equals excellent results. The items for intrinsic satisfaction had a Chromebox Alpha coefficient of 0.93, which also indicates excellent reliability. And intrinsic satisfaction included questions number 1 through 4, 7 through 10, question 11, questions 15 through 16, and question 20 from the questionnaire. Finally, the items for extrinsic satisfaction yielded a Chromebox Alpha coefficient of 0.9, which also indicates excellent reliability. And then extrinsic satisfaction questionnaires on the MSQ included questions 5 and 6, questions 12 through 14, and question 19. These results indicated that the measures for satisfaction were reliable and provided evidence for their accuracy, allowing them to be interpreted with confidence. And this table that you see right now shows the reliability analysis. Summary statistics table for interval and ratio variables. So the measures for 3 satisfaction variables were assessed for the full sample to answer the 3 main research questions. The observations for general satisfaction had an average of 0.396. And the observations for intrinsic satisfaction had an average of 4.19. And then the average for extrinsic satisfaction was 3.56. So from this data, we can tell that 4.19 mean for the intrinsic satisfaction shows that the participants agree with the statements. A 3.56 indicates a middle in between satisfied and dissatisfied. ANOVA. ANOVA was used to answer the secondary research question, and that was, is there a significant difference in job satisfaction among minority and non-minority groups? And the results of the ANOVA were significant, as you can see on the screen. For general satisfaction, it equals a 4.17. And so there are significant differences between general satisfaction of minority and non-minority participants. So some unexpected results. The unexpected results included a high response rate. Again, I was aiming for a 30 to 50% response rate, but having a 63.8% response rate yielded greater results for me. I was also surprised to see more female participation than male. And then also the results show that minorities had slightly higher satisfaction than non-minority deans. Recommendations for further research. My hope is that future dissertation researchers will continue this study, that future studies are focused on community college deans and community colleges in general. Future studies to focus on higher education. And then the theoretical framework. There are so many theoretical frameworks out there, so choosing a different lens to look at for this study. And then various instrumentation tools as it relates to quantitative studies. Professional implementation. I would hope that better hiring decisions are made through this research and through these results. Future dean candidates can read this study and know what variables to look at in terms of job satisfaction. And this study can also be used outside of higher education. In addition, future researchers could do a cross comparison of community college deans' job satisfaction from the East Coast to the West Coast and between South and Midwest. It would also be great to see a comparison of community college deans' job satisfaction across the US. We could also do a study on the comparison of provost and president's job satisfaction in community colleges. So some conclusions. Overall, the results showed high significance among job satisfaction and general satisfaction. The results among job satisfaction and intrinsic satisfaction were not significant. The results among job satisfaction and extrinsic satisfaction were significant. Minority deans showed greater general job satisfaction than non-minority deans. The work environment and the conditions are pleasing to most deans, hence their satisfaction and level of commitment to stay with this particular district. Here are some of the references listed that were used in this presentation. I want to thank you for joining me today for this presentation. Please keep in touch if you are eager to continue this research or partner together for a future research project. Please keep in touch. I'm passionate about several things: student success, healthcare, higher education, So hopefully we can find some synergy and work together. Please email me at my Westcliff email, which is shown on the screen. Thank you and have a great day.